Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. It is a Tell the Truth Wednesday. I'm your host, Mike Bara, in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're just waiting on Jen right now to reboot her computer, reboot her Wi-Fi system. She's having some internet difficulties, as many of us have had over the last week or two period. There's a lot of weird stuff going on with the internet, so don't hold it against Jen. She'll be here post haste, I am sure. Meantime, I thought we would go ahead and get through the usual stuff. No sound. Somebody says there's no sound. Can you please verify that there is sound? Maybe somebody needs to turn their volume up. Anybody? Can you hear me? Am I here? You sound great. Okay, sounds good. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get through the usual stuff. I will remind everybody, one of the things I like to remind of is when you get your questions ready for talking to Jen, questions for Jen need to include your real name and the name of the person, pet, or entity you may be asking about. Non-corporeal entity could possibly be too. Meantime, let's go ahead and go through this whole stuff. Okay, so if you ever miss a show, one of the things you absolutely can do is pop on over to mikebara.blogspot.com, where you can pick up all of the episodes that we're showing. Other stuff I've done, my schedule of upcoming appearances is there. Links to all of my books. You got lectures that I've given. My awesome lecture on ancient aliens and JFK at the New Living Expo from 2018 is still there. You've got last night's Toxically Masculine Tuesday show, which of course was a barn burner. Articles I posted over the years, for instance, reminding you there is no such thing as pareidoia. So many people try to argue away the face on Mars, dismiss it based on something called pareidoia, which doesn't even exist. It's not a medical condition. It's actually an indication that your brain is functioning properly. Also, I do videos where I break down the reality of certain UFO sightings, what they really are, whether they're UFOs or not, and interviews with other people in the UFO community. It's all over there on mikebara.blogspot.com. Where it will take you, by the way, is it'll take you over to the Rumble channel, where Jen and I have 7,150 followers now on Real News Live with Mike and Jen. It's a cool place to come over and hang out. You can watch all the shows directly there. And one of the cool things is that you can become a follower, but more than that, you can become a subscriber. If you hit this little red subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, the little red subscribe button right there, for a mere $5 a month, you can support the show, keep the doors open, keep us going until this damn thing finally happens. Also, you can pop out a Rumble rant. That's a little green $ sign symbol. Hit that. You can Rumble rant any amount you want, preferably at least $5 would be nice. Thank you. And the benefits of that is that your questions go to the top of the slush pile when it comes to question and answer time for Jen. So if you're a subscriber or you're a Rumble ranter, you go to the top of the pile. Also, for you folks over on the YouTube side of the house on Mike Bara 333, Super Chats get you the same privileges. You guys go first when it comes to question and answer time. Also, please do not forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus, over at thecbdgurus.com, where you can pick up all kinds of super cool CBD-based products for your health. Slide over to the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale. Click on that and get this week's special. The discount code is ALIEN, all lowercase, no capital A, no S on the end. It's not aliens, it's alien, ALIEN. Pop on over there, and you can get not only this week's specials, but Matt and Lucas over at the Gurus are going to do things like, well, if you order $100, he's going to throw in 50,000 dong. God knows how much that could be worth. If you spend over $150, you get 100,000 dong at some of the wild rates that are being thrown out there. It could be an awful lot of money. You also get to pick up this week's specials. They've got gummies. They've got a lot of really interesting stuff. The new lemon and blueberry gummies are out there. The CBD oils you're all used to. The THC sparkling water, which is really good for mellowing you out. I needed that yesterday. The Lotion 2000, terrific to keep your skin youthful and good looking like mine. And the X-Freeze Pain Roll-On, which is great stuff. Just roll it right on any part that's bothering you. And usually they have the sleep gummies in here. It doesn't look like they're in this week's specials, but they'll be probably back soon. Very, very popular. The CBDgurus.com. Also, please do not forget to visit our other sponsors, the folks over at MikeBaraPets.com. Now, at MikeBaraPets.com, you can pick up all kinds of mushroom-based supplements for your fur babies, your dogs, your cats, your horses, your donkeys, and yourself. Absolutely wonderful products, all based on the Coriolis versicolor, reishi mushroom, and other mushrooms. I've got Barkley on the mush puppies and the mojos and the super sauce, the special sauce, whatever you call it. He is doing great. He's 14 years old this year, and runs around like a 5-year-old. I can't imagine how much energy he would have if I'd had him on this his entire life. They've also got special sauce for the cats, the Sequoia Premium Cat Food. I've been giving that to this little girl right here, Miss Fluffy Muffy, on a daily basis. She loves it now. It took a couple days, took 4 or 5 days. She finally started eating it. Now she waits for it every day. You've got Chill Doggies, a great product if you have a dog with separation anxiety or if there's fireworks or thunder. Give them a Chill Doggy. The Mush Ponies are for large dogs, horses, and donkeys. And the Enforce line of products for human consumption. Go back to MikeBara.blogspot.com. Watch the Mushroom Ladies special from last Thursday or Friday, and you will have a thorough explanation of what all of the different Enforce products do for human health. Diana and Kristen, the Mushroom Ladies, have had amazing personal results in their physical health. They got everything over there. They got gummies, they got chocolates, they got coffee, they got starter packs, they've got some new body balm and creams for the skin. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Send an email to Diana at MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. Link is in the description to all of this stuff. And I think we're going to run a new contest here this month before the end of the month. And one of these shows coming up, we'll do a contest where we'll give away 50 or 60 bucks worth of free stuff to anybody who places an order on a given day. That's coming up. Also, please, one last thing, do not forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors, the folks at LifeWave, the LifeWave patches using the science of phototherapy. Basically, all these little patches do is they take your body's own wasted infrared emissions and they reflect them back onto your body, stimulating the growth of stem cells within your system, which is an amazing thing because what it ends up doing is it ends up actually, depending on the frequency of the patch, there's many different patches, the X39, the X49, it reflects back at certain frequencies, which creates certain specific health benefits. You have to get on the X39. That's the base patch. The X49 is an enhancement to that. They come in a performance bundle where you can save money. You've also got the Eon patch, the carnosine, the glutathione, the Ice Wave for pain. I've got tons of those sitting over here for various pains. The energy enhancer, the silent nights. I met a nice lady at Stretch Lab when I was getting stretched out the other day who wanted to know about the energy enhancer. I personally also have used to great success the SP6, which is a hormone balancer that tempers your appetite. It balances your hormones. My blood work is fantastic. I lost 12 pounds at my last checkup, not doing anything, drinking Dr. Pepper right and left. And on top of that, my migraines have gone from about once a week to about once a month, which is an amazing movement for me. I've got 8 or 9 friends. We're going to have to do a LifeWave show where I put together a whole bunch of testimonials about what people have experienced with these LifeWave products. I started using them in March. I feel pretty great, except for when I have to go to the dentist like yesterday. So lifewave.com/Mike Bara, link in the description. You can become a reseller too. And it's really, I mean, these products really kick ass because it may take them a while to build up. It takes 1 month for every decade you've been on the planet, they say, before you really start feeling the effects. But I've had other people and myself have effects way quicker than that. So LifeWave brand of products. Let's go back and check and see if Jen's here. Jen is here. So Jen, why don't you tell us what is going on over at jenniferfalaw.com this week?
Well, if you'd like to get a healing from me, or if you'd like to get my classes, if you'd like to reach Marcy Howell, get a cleanse for your house or yourself, you can go to jenniferfalaw.com. Please There's also a donation button there if you'd like to combine services, get more than one healing, more than one something. But you cannot do that to purchase something from Marcy and myself or Susan, but Susan's down at the moment. So please email each lady after you purchase from us at jenniferfalaw.com because we will need additional information from you. If you go to philosophy.com, this is where you can book and purchase and schedule a reading with me. You just hit the book now button and choose your service and schedule it yourself. Okay.
Yeah. And for some reason, it doesn't show up on this browser. I've got it.
Well, it works.
Yeah.
It does work.
We believe you.
Okay. So go to philosophy.com to schedule a private reading with me on the phone, and we can have a nice little talk.
That's good stuff. Yeah, Susan is still struggling in her recovery from her very severe surgery, so that's going on. I can tell you, Marcy did a cleanse on my house and a cleanse on me and Dave personally, and I felt 1,000% better. It's been great since she did that. Dave Bara has expressed more energy. He actually did the dishes, Jen. He actually did something the other day. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Also, I would like to
I just like everyone to know that I did put out a I'm going to be doing some extra reading shows for my monthly supporters. That is on my personal show. So don't expect to see it here. There's a difference. There's Philosophy with Jennifer Falaw on Rumble, and that is what I'm talking about.
Right.
So there's been a lot of questions coming in about what channel I'm doing that on, and I'm doing it on my personal channel. Yes. So Philosophy with Jennifer Falaw on Rumble. If you become a monthly supporter there, you will get 2 extra shows a month.
A month or a week? A week. 2 extra shows a week.
A month.
A month. Okay. All right.
I'm doing 2 shows a week over there.
Okay.
But they will get an extra monthly subscriber only. I'll read the questions from monthly subscribers on a evening show. Right. So I'm either going to do that on a Sunday night or a Friday night.
Also want to remind everybody I will be in Pahrump, Nevada this weekend on Saturday for the first Pahrump ever alien event. I think we're going to turn this into a tribute to Art Bell or something like that. Should be completely awesome. It is Saturday, October the 25th, 2025. I'll be on about 1:30. I'll be there. Come on in, hang out, talk to me, to visit all the other people. It's at the Pahrump Nugget Casino in Nye County. Be careful crossing that county line because the Nye County police apparently love to give people tickets. So let's not do that. All right, let's move on to the news and give you the news update that I have. It's going to require, I think, looking at some. It's going to require looking at some stuff that Jen posted, because as we look at what is going on, the news is Tony didn't say anything yesterday. He says he'll probably do a call maybe today. He's ready for everything to happen. Bruce from the big call said that his Thursday call, he expected to be a celebration call, as we have heard before from Bruce, but that's okay. We can do that. Now, I wanted to go back over Jen's Gentel from last Monday, which I thought was really interesting. There's coming news, there's balloon popping, there's winds blowing. We're waiting on the currency rates on the Forex screen. Apparently, actually, Jen, now that I reread this, Michael said that the rates are in the right place to trigger the notifications. We're just waiting for the commander to come through, which I think is pretty interesting. And then I got a thing that came in yesterday. Came in the Telegram group that I wanted to read to everybody, which I find really fascinating. It says on October 16, 2025, which is a week or so ago, the Federal Reserve Bank of New York quietly injected $8.35 billion into the financial system through something called a repo operation. And that's just what they admitted publicly. So that means they probably have more, put more than that in it in the background. I do have somebody inside at the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, but he's gone silent. Nearly 80% of that was backed by mortgage-backed securities, not treasuries. Translation, the banks are running out of cash, and they're now pawning off their riskiest assets just to get short-term liquidity. Liquidity is the flow of money. There has to be enough money to flow to make things work. So let me break it down. The guy says the repo market is basically a virtual pawn shop for banks. They bring their valuables, government bonds or mortgage-backed securities, and the Fed gives them a quick cash loan overnight. The next day, they repurchase their collateral. That's why it's called a repo agreement. Here's the problem. When banks start pawning mortgage-backed securities instead of safe treasuries, it means they are desperate for cash. It's like someone pawning their TV, their car, and then finally their wedding ring. Now, I found that to be an interesting analogy. And we go back again to the last part of it. And the Fed knows it. That's why they quietly announced $491.65 billion standing repo facility for later that same day. Nearly $500 billion in emergency overnight liquidity. They don't prep $500 billion unless something behind the curtain is breaking. Meanwhile, what's trending right now? Protests, political drama, manufactured headlines designed to divide and distract. While the world argues the monetary system is quietly unraveling in real time, this isn't conspiracy. It's public data straight from the Fed's own website. Jen, I think in the context of your Gentel from on Monday, I think again that you're seeing pretty much exactly what's happening there. So, here's the thing. If you have a liquidity crunch, if that happens, then guess what? That means that you have to do something drastic, and you can't keep printing worthless paper money to try to resolve this problem. You have to put real assets behind it. If you don't have any real assets, you're screwed. Guess what? That means you have to do something different. Like your money has to be backed by something different. Like, I don't know, Jen, gold maybe?
Yeah, it sounds like they're propping up the value of the dollar because it's crashing. I mean, I don't really know, but
well, it's crashing behind the scenes, and the liquidity crisis means there's no money left. So I found this interesting. This was out in public. So you got any updates or anything from the other day?
No, we're just going to ask questions today and see, ask questions about any of it, really.
Yeah. All right. So, but I think that means that the we're all kind of looking for a crisis to be the cover for the RV. And what that guy is saying is the crisis is upon us. It's right there. And I think that's really significant. Interesting. So don't forget, folks, questions for Jen must include your real name and the name of the person or pet you are asking about.
There was a very smart individual, friend of mine. I'm scrolling back to find it. Hang on. After the Gentel. Oh, God, I post too many things.
You want me to pull the Gentel back up?
No. We all kind of know what's going on. Okay. What the hell, I can't find it. Anyway, let me go to the message. Let me go, talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. Yeah. Go to lifewave.com, pick up the performance bundle, pick up the X39.
Okay.
Cool stuff.
So pretty brilliant here. He believes he said the last balloon pop was lost reference with the bond market. Real estate, he suspects. He says the sponge is really important. The silver squeeze has been predicted for 20 years by a guy named Ted Butler who was killed off a few years back. Watch GameStop. That's about to happen to silver.
GameStop again.
Okay. So the references in the Gentile, according to what he found all this information that made it make sense. About the sponge being full of water and being squeezed.
Yeah.
The balloon pop. So yeah, it looks like we got some problems in the financials with the financials here in the country. We still got stocks drop in the Gentel, so keep an eye out for that.
Well, yeah, I mean the balloon bursting, the sponge thing, which means a squeeze of some kind. I mean, it's kind of looking like in the real financial world that it's all shaping up to fulfill the Gentel, and that could be the big financial crisis. It should be the big financial crisis that gives them the cover for
and this could be, and we're waiting for the commander to make the call. Okay. This could be the tension that he's watching.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the right time to get us in there for our exchange? Because shortly after, we're going to have to go to gold to save this thing.
Right, and the other thing too is that putting us through our exchanges, Jen, floods the markets. It floods the country with liquidity, with the money that you're going to need to maintain the economy and keep it from collapsing.
Right. And that might come just at the right time if we're about to crash and then everybody else revalues and we've got a problem. We keep it from crashing completely, but it's at least we've got, it might not happen fast enough for everybody to say, oh, never mind, we're fine the way we are. We don't have to go to gold. I mean, all of these things happening in the public eye are going to justify the transition. So, public story is very important.
Yep. So I think it all is starting to line up. Jim says Frank 26 knocked it out of the park, saying Iraq opened their exchange centers yesterday. Mark talked about it on his morning shows. Is that true, Jen? Do you feel like that's true? That Iraq's opened their exchange centers?
Some, not all. They're beginning to.
Hey, so it's true. So if there's even one, it means something, right? They also talked again about the deletion of the 3 zeros. They're preparing for it. They're all ready for it. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. That's means
funny. I just heard that's a game from Gabriel.
The 3 zeros deletion thing?
Yeah. I asked. You said it. I asked about it. He said that's a game.
Well, like a threat, a bluff. Could be like, if you don't do this, we're going to just delete the 3 zeros and pull the rug out from under you, and it's going to be 76 cents or something. It's an interesting possibility. Believe me, if you have $1 million, 76 cents will still change your life in the positive.
He's saying that is a game they play before something happens.
Okay. Because what they're doing is kind of similar to what Kuwait did. They're saying, oh, well, yeah, it's coming along. Maybe in a couple months, maybe next year. They didn't use those words. They made it sound like it's down the road, when in fact it's ready to go right now, which is exactly what Kuwait did. Very interesting. Okay.
Well, and in the beginning of the week when I was asked, it was like, it's like this weird feeling right now. And I thought it was going to start anytime between now and the end of the week, but it's kind of hard to estimate. You know when a storm's far away and you hear the thunder? No, you see the flash, and then you're waiting for the thunder.
Yeah.
And there's this feeling like, oh, is it really? Maybe it's not going to happen. But then it does.
Yeah.
And it's a big clap of thunder. That's the kind of feeling that I have about what's going on financially in the world right now, and with the RV or something. Mm-hmm. Something's coming.
Indeed. It feels like it. I mean,
coming at the end of the week.
That posting about the liquidity crisis and the bubble, the bubble popping Gentel, just feels like we're that close. All right, again, guys, there's a couple thousand of you in the live stream right now. Actually, how many are there? Absolutely correct. There are, where is it on Rumble? Okay, yeah, there's about 2,300 of you guys in the live stream right now. Thank you to each and every one of you. Remember, if you super chat, Rumble rant, or subscribe, your questions go to the top of the pile. Jen, let's start over this time on the YouTube side of the house with Lady Di. Hi, Lady Di. Jen, I'm still on probation at United States Postal Service. There was a problem with my hotel and gas expenses during my training. It's not my fault. Will I be blamed and get fired, or will management get after me?
What? Little Miss Perfect got in trouble? You're not going to be fired. They're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
Okay. Robert Brill says, Jen, where will I be on June 3rd, 2026? We love those questions.
June 3rd. At a party. There's a band there. Somebody is throwing you like a big party, like as if it's your, and there's another gnat in here. I'm going crazy with these gnats. Yes, I'm doing the vinegar and the bowl and everything else. It's a party. It's almost as if it's your 40th or your 50th or something, some big important event.
Like a milestone birthday or something.
Yeah, like somebody invited all your friends. It's a big party.
Awesome. Robin Parker says, hi, Mike and Jen. I'm a Rumble subscriber. Okay. When will the rift between my brother John and I be over with?
It's into next year. I don't know if it's going to be like March, April time. It's about springtime. Not just yet. He's pretty stubborn.
Yeah. All right. Well, give it some time.
It's kind of like you come to a solution with the problems that you already have, and then he creates another one.
Okay. Some people are like that. Mickey Seals for $4.99. Blessings, Mike and Jen. Do you see me living in Johnson City, Tennessee, or Jonesboro, Tennessee by Christmas?
Johnson City. Strong.
Johnson City by
I don't know if it's by Christmas, but yeah, you're going to be living there.
Okay. Rosie for $9.99. Thank you. When do you see me selling my house and moving to Oklahoma? Thank you both for all you do. You're welcome.
I heard next year. Sometime in the first half of next year.
Okay. Sujata Russell, $4.99. Hi, Jennifer. At my MedBed appointment, will I be able to have different skills programmed in, such as languages, music, dance, scripture, memorization, and jujitsu? I know jujitsu.
No, they don't program people's mind. They do some like deprogramming, some blocking of memories if somebody has gone through a traumatic event, but no.
Damn,
they don't do that Spanish? At these kind of
I can't just program Spanish into my head and learn Spanish?
No, and that's a slippery slope if you start getting into that.
Yeah. And
just think about it for a while. I mean, you're basically creating like bionic people. I mean, where does that lead? And
bunch of Kens and Barbies walking around.
And we got a problem with robots, but you just want the easy way. Okay. No, they don't do that. It's just basically healing you. You may be able to retain more information after that.
Teach me to play the piano and the guitar. That'll be good. Joshua Vigil for $5. How do you see my RV appointment going? See you being rich, Joshua, by the end of it.
I'm still on the other question. That they may be able to heal anything that's interfering with your memory, is what I'm getting.
Yeah. I know the introduction.
RV appointment going, Joshua Vigil. Quick. It's almost like you're rushed in. The person who handles you is just it's going really fast. Be sure if this is going too fast for you to just say, okay, slow down. I want to understand this. It's very important. But they hand you a bunch of paperwork and you're out of there and they're like,
be polite. Okay. So, that was Joshua and Sandy for $19.99. Sandy, thank you. That is really, really sweet of you. Appreciate that. All right, that is it for the super chat side of the house. Let's pop on over to the Rumble side of the house and go through there. Robin's here.
You know what I just drew? I'm tripping myself out with this stuff.
What?
I just drew some kind of fast-moving object with tail on it, completely missing a big round object.
Oh, like a comet missing the Earth? Don't scare them.
Either that or there's like a missile like shot off from Earth, but that's what it looks like. And it was unconscious.
Why can't you just be normal? Why can't you just draw penises? Like
well, if I
just draw big.
Yeah, because that's normal. But I was drawing penises.
Have you ever seen the F-16
that would be normal. Yes.
Who drew one in the sky with his smoke?
I don't fit in with your crowd then, if that's normal.
Okay, one more on the YouTube side of the house for the moment. Hi, Jen and Mike. Well, my son's Matthew's summer job ending. Will he find a new one soon?
Within 6 weeks, yeah.
Okay.
He's going to take a little break, a couple weeks, something like that.
Let's pop over to the Rumble side of the house and go through the subscribers and the Rumble ranters. Moisey64 is now a monthly supporter for $5 a month. Thank you very much. And I'm in Amanalang is now a monthly supporter for $5. Got their little red castle. Thank you. All right, let's get down. Oh, CAK737 is now a monthly supporter. 3 new monthly supporters. Guys, seriously, if you don't like the advertising on here, become a subscriber because if we have enough subscribers, we don't need to do any advertising. Kathy Mayhall says her new little kitty is adorable and fun and quite a character. CAK737, Charles and Diana here. Okay, Charles and Diana. I would like to know if the house on CR74 in northern Colorado is right for us and the projects we will be doing and when we will be able to buy it. Well, that's 3 questions. Let's start with just the main thing. CR74 in northern Colorado. Is that good for Charles and Diana?
It looks like it is, but once you get inside, the way it's set up, I think the rooms are kind of small or something, or it's got an odd layout. You're just not sure of it when you actually get there.
Okay. The projects question is a little big. That's kind of a long, big question. Do you see when they might get into a house?
No, I don't want to do when. What was the project question?
What projects will we be doing? Whatever you decide. Right? It's got to come from your own creation.
You're building homes for less fortunate. Is what I'm seeing. It has something to do, of course it's your choice and you're going to do whatever you want anyway, but that's what I'm seeing. It looks like you're building a community. Housing. Has something to do with housing.
Cool. Robin Joe is now a $5 a month subscriber. Could you tell me if my broken arm will be healed by the end of October? Thank you. God bless you.
Mostly heals. Be careful with it. You don't want to push it.
Okay.
it's like you got a soft bond there on that break. Just let it mature and fully heal.
Okay. Paula H for $10. Thank you, Paula. Can you see what is hurting my big yellow lab? His name is Early.
Take him in. There's something going on with the bowel. There's a sharp pain. Jesus said something like mispositioned bowel or something. Take him in.
Okay. Take him into bed. Teddy Cassie for $5. Cat, actually, is the name. Kat, Cat. Do you see my daughter, granddaughters, or other family participating in any of my humanitarian projects with me? Will the plans of some of my projects be approved?
One of the daughters is really involved. The second one, and there's another one that comes and goes. Really can't get anybody to do much of anything other than come in and volunteer their time sometimes for certain events.
Leilani wants to know if she will get the 5833 Rutgers house or the Via Alta house. Via Alta or 5833 Rutgers.
Yeah, it's the second one. Kenneth, why do angels lie? I think that's probably the most ignorant question I've heard in a long time. Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah. Rosalie wants to know if she's still buying a home in January.
Rosalie. January? Yes, good possibility of that still.
Rosalie was a song by Bob Seger that's vastly improved by Thin Lizzy's version. Okay, Jill for $10. Do you see me creating, buying land, and building my project this year? Wow, this year. It's a little optimistic, Jill.
What's the name again?
Jill.
Can you take the summer job thing off? Because I keep connecting to her.
Oh, I didn't know it was still up.
Yeah, I keep connecting to her with the picture there. Now, who are we talking about?
We're talking about Jill, and Jill wants to know if she'll be doing her projects by the end of the year.
You'll be notified possibly as of now about one of the projects by the end of the year. You will not start yet. You're still, so you may get approval before the end of the year for one of them.
Yeah. Rhonda is wondering if her guides think she's on the right path. Is there anything she should be doing differently, Rhonda?
Less worrying, more soul searching.
Less worrying, more soul searching.
So what he's talking about is like go within, find your peace, pull back from all the chatter. Because you've already written this in your timeline, in your life path. You just have to get quiet enough to remember some pieces of it to push you in the right direction.
Okay. Susie wants to know how you like living in Hayden, Idaho. She was thinking of moving there.
Coeur d'Alene, we moved up here, I don't know, close to 20 years ago. And it was not a real small town, but it's, a resort town. But over time, it has just exploded, and it's like the hottest place to go. In the winter to go, to stay, to go up and go skiing at the resorts, or we hit the 4 seasons. It's absolutely beautiful. The fall is crisp and cool, and fall leaves. It's beautiful. I love it here. There's less crime. We don't really lock our doors most of the time, and because everyone's armed, and it's really great. It is really great, but I don't like it. Like probably January through late May. I think I'd like to go down and be in Southern California at that time, because it's just a lot of gray. It's a lot of gray.
Yeah, like June, July, and August in Vegas, I'm going to be after the RV, I'm going to be spending in Redondo Beach, California. So that's my plan.
But it has gotten very expensive up here. It just depends on where you go.
Yeah.
But it is a wonderful place to live. It is.
Letitia for $20. Thank you, Letitia. Says, my daughter Christina is on an emotional roller coaster right now due to a few mean, jealous people against her at our lodge. Will this be resolved soon?
God, I wish I knew how old she was. It just always seems to be the way with daughters, isn't it? Oh yeah, they are jealous of her. I don't like them. The angels are saying she just needs to say, act like this isn't even happening. Like this is beneath her. Not like with your nose in the air, but just like, that's your deal.
Okay. Get it, guys.
Because if she keeps getting involved in it, it just gets worse and worse and worse. I do think this will die down if she does that. They're just baiting her. They're jealous. I don't know why they're so jealous.
Screw them, though. Nikki wants to know when she will see Cooper in person. Nikki, you and Cooper again. Cooper. It's always Cooper. When will she see Cooper in person?
Didn't I answer that before?
Oh, not today. She asks it fairly regularly, but that's okay. It's her privilege.
Was that the one that said, will he finally? No,
yeah.
No. When will I see Cooper? I heard May.
All right. Kay Thompson, I think it's Carissa or Christina, says she has a private reading next week, and she's very excited. And she's also going to do a cleansing with Marcy. That, believe me, will make a huge difference in your life, too. Okay, Barb Scholl, subscriber, says, my doggie Elsa seems to be sick. She's lethargic. What do you and the team see going on with her?
Barb Scholl?
Barb Scholl, yeah.
Which dog is it?
Elsa.
A lot of stomach acid coming up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this quickly enough. I mean, it could be her food. It seems like it's just like when somebody has acid reflux.
Yeah. Okay.
I do think it's connected to a couple other things. Jesus says a good round of antibiotics would fix it. So it's connected to an infection somewhere. Okay. I did see the back teeth. So might be an infection somewhere.
Okay. Lalani wants to know if she'll be in her new house by Thanksgiving.
I don't think so. Not that fast.
Okay, Michael C. for $5 wants to know, will I meet my Chinese girlfriend soon?
I don't know if I really want to say what I heard. I heard lost cause.
Okay.
I don't know if you're speaking to somebody over there or just dreaming of that.
Okay.
I mean, if you're dreaming of having a Chinese girlfriend, I don't think, maybe you're kind of destined to be with someone else. We'll see.
Okay, really Karen for $50. Thank you, Karen. Wants to know who her guides are. Can you give them any names? Give her any names.
Karen, there's a lot of Karens. I really need something more, like a picture, a last name for that. Let me see.
It's Karen Patriot Nurse. Karen Patriot Nurse is all She's a former Rumble Ranger and current Rumble.
Oh, I got her. There are 2 right now. Primary guide is Angelique. So I thought it was Angela, but it's Angelique.
Angelique. That's fascinating because do you remember there was an old horror soap opera called Dark Shadows, and the main female character vampire was Angelique. And Dave and I were just watching a retrospective on YouTube. Shut up.
All right, so there's another one. There's a man who's with you, and he's basically there for wisdom right now for this time in your life and moving forward. Dustin or Dust, something like that. Call him Dustin and Angelique. Let's do that. All right.
I ever have kids, I think I'm going to name one of my daughters Angelique. Kathy Devia for $10 says, good morning. We would like to know if we will be in the big White House in Prime Springs, Tennessee. Carlos and Kathy De La Vida. Will they be in the big White House in Prime Springs, Tennessee?
No.
Okay.
There is another house destined for you. It's similar. Similar characteristics. And there's some kind of pond close by for the one that you're supposed to be in.
All right, Michelle for $20. Thank you. Can you see what I'm doing on May 30th, 2026? May 30th, 2026 for Michelle.
I am standing in a very long line. A very long line, and I heard sports arena, and I see a big building in front of me.
That's very cool. Looks like you're going to a concert at a sports arena or something. Christy would also like to know where she will be on December 20th, 2025. So December 20th of this year.
Christy. Guys, I know you don't want to put your first and last name on there, but if you do, this goes much quicker because I'm sitting over here trying to energetically find your signature and step onto your timeline and move to the date. All right, so Christy. What was the date?
December 20th, 2025.
You're picking out a house. I just got really excited about that. Hang on now. Let's no. We all know how timelines go. Okay, things can shift, but as of now, you're walking through a potential home that you would like to buy.
Cool.
I assume. But you are viewing a home. But I heard picking out a house.
Very cool.
So,
very cool. Okay, Paul for $20 says, my friend Donna has silicone in her body from implants. Surgeon says it's a high risk of dying if they operate. She can wait without surgery for a bit, so is a med bed the solution? Wow, that's not a decision. Should
like it's leaking into her body?
Or that
she just has the old implants?
Or they have leaked or something.
Does it say that?
No, it says my friend Donna has silicone in her body from implants. Surgeon says high risk of dying if they operate. she can wait without surgery for a bit. So
That's
is
what I'm
med
getting.
bed the solution?
That's what I'm getting.
Wait. Okay.
Well, I can't tell you what to do with your body, but that's what I'm getting is that you can wait a little while.
But you got to make your own decision.
Yeah, I think it's a very slow leak. Maybe some has gotten into other parts of the body. Yeah.
Silicone is pretty much inert though, so hopefully they can get, they'll get it out at some point. Okay, Debbie for $3. Can you see if I'm contacted for my bond redemption before the announcement for the RV exchanges? So Debbie wants to know if she's going to go in with her bonds first before the RV announcement.
It's around the same time. I mean, the two are so close together, and I think they handle everything for you there.
Yeah, probably do your currency exchange there as well. That's what other people have reported that have had the privilege. Scott wants to know if his equine therapy facility will be a nonprofit or a for-profit. They're confused on this project detail. Scott.
Nonprofit.
Yeah. Sean wants to know if you see any problems with his friend Dan going with him to the exchange. Can he take Dan with him?
Dan's got loose lips. That's the only problem I see there is him talking.
Think about it.
I mean, it's the most exciting thing that he's ever seen in his entire life. It's going to be really hard for him to keep that in.
I mean, there are people like you hear about these lists of 6 people you can recommend for a med bed procedure, but you need to think about that because of the people on my list, I know at least 1 or 2 who can't keep their fucking mouth shut. So do I really want to recommend them if it might cost me if they talk? I don't know.
What about getting them a med bed ticket?
Yeah, that's so you got to think about.
No, he's talking about having this friend go with him to the exchange appointment.
Mm-hmm.
If you have people, listen, if somebody's is sick and needs a med bed appointment and they have to keep their mouth shut about it, see, that's the whole thing. How are you supposed to keep your mouth shut about looking transformed in front of everyone else? I mean,
yeah, I've been working out. I started going to the gym 5 times a week. I mean, what do you say?
Oh yeah, you had stage 4 and you were dying, but you look absolutely amazing now. What'd you do? I don't know.
Mike, you also appear to be
drink water.
Mike, you also
ivermectin. Every time it was ivermectin.
How'd that happen? How are you taller?
I mean, how am I supposed to hide that?
Yeah, I'm like Joe Biden. I don't know. That's why I think some of these things seem silly. Okay,
there's gonna have to be something.
We got
that happens pretty closely to the time that people are getting. Oh, they're probably going to give you some kind of pre-written story that you're going to tell people. I mean, they had to have thought this through. I mean, okay, don't tell anybody.
It's not.
I mean, I know you came in here looking 80 and now you look 40. Now, don't tell anybody.
Okay. It's not. Yeah, it's not fair to make me responsible.
We're going to turn you back to the way you were before. I mean.
Right. But how is it fair to make me responsible for the people on my list that I give them? It should be their responsibility. What are they going to do? Undo your med bed?
I think the NDAs are really probably going to be. If we got anything for the med bed, it's probably about where you went, where you got the treatment. You can tell people, oh yeah, I was, there's experimental
alien technology. You can't tell people.
Yeah, you can't tell them you went on a military base or, things like that. But for the RV, what he was talking about is his friend going to keep it quiet for the NDA.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Well, I mean, I think he'll really try,
but some people just
can't.
That would be like, me trusting Sean David Morton. If you say it, Sean's going to repeat it. The late Sean David. Okay, triple daughter for $50. I met a woman named Terry in the Charlotte area last week. Triple daughter, it would really help if we had your name. Okay, but okay, so this guy meets a woman named Terry in Charlotte last week. Great online chemistry, but I have not met. Then Nicole, Sophia, Melissa contacted me today after 90 days of no contact. Are the Angels Team Terry or Team Nicole?
Yeah, that contact after months is fun.
Team Terry.
That's confusing.
Team Terry.
So met somebody in person in Charlotte.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Or the name is
online.
Charlotte.
Apparently online. Terry in Charlotte. Have not physically met yet.
Okay, and then we've got an old flame coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nicole, Sophia, Melissa. So Team Nicole.
So he wants to know which one's going to stay.
Team Nicole, Team Terry. Are the Angels? He wants to know which one the Angels like.
Terry.
Terry.
Is that the one that came back after 3 months?
That's the new one. That's the new one.
Ooh.
But you know.
Yeah, he's really into the one that came back after 3 months, so that's going to be hard.
Guys, just so you know, when you got women around you, the other women who used to be orbiting around you, they got radar. They know.
Well, you know, snooze, you lose. Okay, you keep somebody waiting for that long, somebody else is going to be sent to them.
Okay. Gloria Calhoun, appreciate for $10. Appreciate learning if my trip from Ohio to Louisville next Monday through Wednesday will go well. She's going to Louisville to sit her grandkids and drive them to extracurriculars. So Gloria would like to know if it will be an easy trip.
Yes, it's going to be very wet weather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Lynn for $7. Will I be spending Christmas with my two children and their families in Hawaii? Lynn.
For Christmas?
Yeah. Christmas in Hawaii.
Yeah, I think so.
Jody wants to know if her dad Larry will get a med bed treatment before his next chemo appointment in less than 2 weeks.
No.
Margin Call is now a monthly supporter. Hi, Margin Call. Name is Katrin K. Katrin. I've lost some root type people in the recent past. Can you check on Carl and Milton to see if they have any? Okay, so Katrin, Katrin, Katrin K, wants to know if Carl and Milton have any messages for her.
It's not enough information to call them in right now, so I'm going to ask Michael. Carl wants you to sell. Milton wants you to know he's fine. Wants to say hi, but doesn't have another opinion about it.
Okay. All right. Lucy for $10. Last Wednesday, you said I'd be moving into my parents' house, Red Roof Inn, in November. Brother has it now listed as pending. I'm afraid to ask him directly. Is that house still my destination? Lucy.
I think it falls through.
Falls through. Okay. Great. Sarah Mercedes. I'm a TikTok shop creator, and I was making good money. Now it's slowed way down, like someone put a shadow on me. When do you see it picking back up?
Shortly.
Okay. Marcia Carr. Okay, we're done.
Okay.
All right. Marcia Carr says, will Bruce finally be right and Social Security will go up on October 29th. She's asking about Social Security. I do have a story.
I saw it at the beginning of November, like the first week of November. And
I have a story to tell. I don't know if I told you this the other day, but I know somebody, Jen knows him too, who randomly out of nowhere got 2 deposits totaling more than $16,000 from the Treasury into his bank account through his normal Social Security channels. Doesn't know what it's for. So that's pretty awesome. Jessica wants to know, do you still see us moving to California by December and buying a
first letter of the name for who that happened to?
It's Mike. Jessica.
No, is that what you said before that? First letter.
I'm sorry, what? Marcia Car?
Never mind. What? Never mind. You said somebody that I know had that happen to them.
Yes, J.E. That happened a couple days ago. You just met him recently.
Okay. Anyway, I'm just curious. Go ahead.
All right. It's his personal business. That's why I don't want to really tell anybody. He told me, but you should know who it is. I'll type it. Do I need to put it in the private chat? I'll tell you who it is.
No, I don't care. I mean, I was curious. Go ahead with the question.
Jessica wants to know if she's moving to California by December and buying a home.
The possibility is there. We'll just have to wait and see.
Okay.
Everybody's trying to find out when's the RV happening? When's the RV happening? When's the RV happening? I'm like,
right. Okay, it's 11:12. How much time do you have left?
I gotta get going in a minute.
All right. Well, we got to rush through these. Mia Sue says, we're putting my mother-in-law in hospice. Can you tell me how much longer she'll be with us? No, we can't.
I can't do that. Only God knows a day. Do you think she's okay with it if the time comes?
Okay. Cynthia for $20. Do you see me happy and doing anything fun on November 14th, 2025?
I think you're kind of dancing with somebody.
Nice.
Yeah, you look happy. I don't know if that's an actual event I'm seeing. Because it's kind of cloudy. So I think that's a yes. He'll be happy.
Okay. Jane wants to know how far will her husband and she have to drive for their RV appointment. Jen told me 4 miles the other day.
Well, that was weird. I just got this whiff of popcorn smell. It's just so like the psychic abilities in me are just like, it's almost like your natural senses when you're pregnant. They're just like intensified. But I just got that from the previous person who was dancing. The smell of popcorn. Really strong. Ask me that question again.
How far will my husband and I drive for our RV appointment? Exchange appointment.
35 minutes or miles.
35 minutes. Okay. Michelle says, do you see me selling my business to John, who I've been talking to, and getting my price 1.5 times, or do I need to?
Yeah, I do think he's really interested in that. I do think it's a solid offer.
Yeah. Okay. Michelle English, does my husband in spirit have a message for me? His name is David. Jeez. We got about 5 or 6 more questions.
Now I got to start over. Don't talk. All right. What was her name
again? Michelle English.
Okay. I think what I'm doing is I'm going to them. And so that's because there's no way a spirit's going to walk in and you just like lose them. Yeah. Michelle English. Okay. And the name
is David. Guys, can you
stop? And you're talking again. Okay, let's try this.
Stop rumble ranting. Stop it. We don't have time. We barely got time for the ones we have left. So just stop. Love you, but stop. Go ahead, Jen. I'm sorry. Does Michelle English's husband David have a message for her?
All right, let's go get him. I've been watching. I know. He's jiggling something. It looks like a latch on a gate or something. He said the latch is loose. I don't know. He's been watching you around the house or something. I love our time together when we were sleeping. So, you guys have been hanging out in your dreams. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, Gary Moore wants to know when he's going to get into a med bed.
All right, let's do how long after the appointment. Let's do that. Two weeks to a month for you, Gary. Quickly,
yeah. Okay, Robin, our primetime gal, Robin, says my ex-husband Kevin's black cat has had new random coughing fits. Is there something stuck, or does he have asthma, or what's going on? Hairball?
yeah, it's terrible.
Okay, Cynthia M. Melbert wants. Do you see her happy and doing anything fun on November 14th, 2020?
Did it? I did that.
Oh, we did that one?
Yeah.
Okay. November 14th. Okay. All right. Just a few left then. And then we got to go. JC for $4.99 says, hey, Jen and Mike, this is Julie. Jen, what will I be doing on December 25th?
Eating. I just see you talking to somebody about how you're so full.
Stuff in your face.
There's a woman there. There's lots of people there. Moving around the house. You're at someone's house. Because I feel the woman that you're talking to is going back and forth in the kitchen like it's her event. So you're visiting with family or friends on that day.
Overeat.
Eat a lot.
Don't overeat, JC.
Wear the leggings. Okay.
Kathy Weber says, when will my son Derek Brendan finally talk with me?
Well, that guy. So stubborn. He's got anger issues. Okay, like somebody needs to go to anger management, anger issues. I hate to say it, but he really doesn't have much intention at all. You're gonna have to pull him back in with money. Okay. Just do it. I bribe the kids all the time. I don't mess around when it comes to the kids. I'm like, oh yeah?
Cindy says, will I build on the land I live on? And if so, when? Cindy, build on the land.
It looks like a shome, really, but it's very big. So it looks like below it, or in part of it, you've got this big shop underneath it, but it kind of looks like a barn dominium kind of house. So I want to say the bottom floor of it is half shop, and then you've got the loft, and that comes around in the front, and the other side of it is house too. So yeah, big house, big shop.
Okay, 3 more, and then we can let Jen go. Jen, will we see a market crash? It's kind of what we discussed in the news segment. Deb Mayer.
We're waiting to see that, Deb.
We wouldn't be surprised.
I'm going to say, when people say crash, you can't come out and say there's going to be a crash because everybody panics. You know, they think they're going to lose everything. What I got was stocks drop, but don't go all the way down. So you don't lose everything. You just lose a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, Susie Q again. Hi, Jen. Scandal alert regarding Kara, aka Beanie, in Spokane. Is she my niece? My dad, Fred, and her grandma Dottie lived next door to each other in New Jersey, and he was a dog. I think she means a hound dog.
No, she's not.
Her mom resembled my.
I get it now. No, she's not your niece, but I can see why you would think that. And I do think they fooled around, yeah, but I don't think he was no.
She is not the progeny of that tryst. Okay. All right.
That was fun for them though, but no.
One last question. Lady Di, where do you see me on April 4th, 2026? I'm definitely not perfect, but thank you. April 4th, 2026.
Oh, I love you. I don't know where I am. I'm looking at land. Looking at flat land. I think you're by yourself. Or you're with somebody else. There's a man there, but I don't think he's like with you. I mean, I think he is probably a real estate agent. A friend of yours. I'm looking at flat, desert-looking land.
All right.
I mean, I could keep going throughout the day. I mean, if it's your birthday or something. If you just chose a random day, that's what you're doing. I do feel like there's some other kind of plans at night. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, guys, that is going to do it. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. Jen, when's your next show?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow
Morning, probably 9 or 10, probably 10. Yeah, Philosophy with Jennifer Falah on Rumble, and that is where I am building up the monthly subscribers for the free reading shows, where twice a month I will be doing free readings, an entire show, probably 2 hours like I always do, for just monthly supporters. So you can go there, subscribe. I do think you have to become a supporter while I'm live, so you can do that tomorrow or during the first show itself.
All right, there you go. I will be back tonight with Mark Z and Zester on Whiskey and Wisdom. Until then, everybody hang in there. I'm going to the chiropractor, getting an adjustment. I'm looking forward to a nice, relaxing few days, except I'm going to be in Pahrump on Saturday. Don't forget, come on up to Pahrump. It's in Nye County. Everything is legal there. We love you guys. Thanks for being here, and talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.